What up, though? Welcome, Mike. World Heavyweights Live, WorldSports.com. I'm Easy, joined by Spin More Racks. On Chris, Nicholas, Koloff. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream.
Oh, yeah.
We're breaking down the Detroit Lions joint practice. They absolutely dominated the Miami Dolphins, and that's by all accounts. You go to the Miami beat reporters, not looking pretty. Go to Detroit Lions beat reporters, not looking pretty. Detroit Lions fans, not looking pretty. Detroit Lions
content creators,
you know, doing TikToks in the stands. Not looking pretty.
It's Gibbs. Oh, yeah. It's Gibbs. All right.
I mean, Spinny, honestly, it was like I was cheering like I was at a game.
Yeah.
Like they were making a highlight play. Amon-Ra St. That's where I'm gonna start.
Yes.
And I love you, buddy. I do. I'm not. It's not like it's not me attacking you.
No, it's fine.
It's a relevation.
Go
right?
for it.
And anybody have these conversations. The Jamison Williams wide receiver 1 conversation. We need to
Pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes. Honestly, fucking stomp on it. Stomp on the brakes as hard as you fucking. What were we fucking thinking? Like Amon-Ra St. Brown is fucking him.
He's clinical.
But he's so good. I don't know if he's better, if he's just him being like this great all the fucking time nonstop.
Congratulations.
It's ridiculous.
You just got
2-star
Amon-Ra St.
practice,
Clown.
one-on-one drills, takes it deep on his former high school teammate Jack Jones down the sideline. This is where I want to say he got better because I don't remember him going down the sideline.
Calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
It was crazy. It was separation, too, over the shoulder.
Jack Jones got caught with a gun in the airport.
Yeah, it's true. Was that him? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Circus route following that one. Slant following that one. Like his 4 reps against Jack Jones. Like, to be honest with you, you just talk about Jack Jones getting arrested. Amon-Ra could be arrested for domestic abuse. I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah,
manslaughter out there. I mean, that was crazy. I felt bad.
Yeah.
I wanted to look away the 4th time. Like, geez, give this guy a break.
Yeah.
Somebody else tried guarding this guy for him. And that was just a one-on-one drill, Spinny. It carried on. It carried on to the team drills, too. We caught a fade route. It was on 33's helmet, it looked like. But the ref still caught a touchdown. It was a weird situation for sure. Ref threw the hands up. Following that one, what is the route where you're just you come off the line, diagonal, right, in? What is that? I can't think
Comeback?
Yes. Had a beautiful comeback route. Right at the corner of the front pylon. Jared Goff, by the way.
I heard he was surgery out there, dude.
Like, there were some concerns. Just turns out the Detroit Lions defense is really, really good. Because today, the only way to describe it, and you guys know how I am with Jared Goff, the only way to describe what him and Amon-Ra were doing today is when he was layering like between the linebackers and the safeties and the cornerback. Like, to Amon-Ra specifically, it was poetry in motion.
Yeah, it
was beautiful.
We got a lot of audio out of a lot of people from camp. Is there any? What are the ones on Amon-Ra?
You got Amon-Ra having like a good practice, a good offense.
Yeah, so we got a couple Amon-Ra. We got on offense, dominating practice.
Throw
you want
that
to go
one.
with the dominating practice?
Dominating practice. Put that one up. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Involved a ton of touchdowns. Just kind of one of those days for you, huh?
Yeah, it was a good day. Finally get to go against someone else. So that was a lot of fun. You know, you go against the same guys every day in camp. You feel like they start to know, you know, the routes that we're running, the concepts, what we like to run in one-on-one. So to go against someone new, it felt good. Just feels like they don't really know all the time what's coming. So that's the fun part. But just to go against someone else, compete, is always a lot of fun.
I think, you know, I got carried away with the Jamison Williams stuff. I'll agree with that because we forget that Amon-Ra St. Brown is a 2-time back-to-back first-team All-Pro. We forget that Amon-Ra St. Brown has the best hands in the National Football League and is one of the most clinical route runners in the National Football League. This guy is just a different type of monster. And like he said, we talk about Aidan Hutchinson going against Penei Sewell. We talk about that type of situation, but we forget to mention Amon-Ra St. Brown going up against Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph, Terrion Arnold, and DJ Reed through like iron sharpens iron, and that's in every facet of the Lions team. And these guys have just been dogging each other so much at practice. Like he even says, you know, he threw a subtle jab in there, like, oh, it's kind of like they start to know your routes and know what you're doing. They're probably just dogs. Like this Miami team is going to be ass this year, but the Lions, I guess, are just absolutely tearing them up. Everybody else is talking about it. Easy was there. Colton Pouncey, Nolan Bianchi, whoever you're talking about. The Detroit Lions went out there and they absolutely embarrassed the Miami Dolphins in this joint practice. We also have Amon-Ra St. Brown talking about Jared Goff, which Easy mentioned. Goff was slinging that thing around the field today like a surgeon.
Dude, it was beautiful.
Here's what Amon-Ra had to say about QB1.
Same guy every day. He brings the energy. And I think, you know, if you give Jared protection, he's one of the best in this league. So that's our biggest goal is protecting him, us getting open as receivers, creating that separation. And as long as he's in that pocket, he's gonna give us a ball that we can catch, and we're gonna do the rest.
And that's it right there too. Like, if you give Jared the protection, he's one of the best in the league. Mm-hmm. And that, obviously, Amon-Ra and him doing the damn thing. And that's like a fucking masterclass by Jared Goff.
Yeah.
It really was. Because there's a couple throws where, like, in the crowd, we're like, ooh, because it looks like the safety might squeeze in there and get the ball, but just, bloop, like drops perfectly in the hands of Amon-Ra St. Brown. But the protection part will lead to a little bit of the conversation about the offensive line being able to hold JG upright now that you got Taylor Decker back there. Because the Miami defense, they got to him once, like twice. Mm-hmm. But other than that, like, it really was like just the Jared Goff and Amon-Ra show.
Yeah, it's beautiful to hear. And, white people in the Woodward Sports chat says,
I didn't know where you're going there.
Nice to hear. White people suck. No, nice to hear Easy give Goff flowers. Spenny won't. Even though, multiple times we've said this hundreds and hundreds of times on this channel, on this network, and on this show. Jared Goff's offense is just absolutely dialed in. He knows exactly where everyone's going to be. He knows exactly where his receivers want the ball when they're going to end their breaks, where they're coming out of their breaks at. This guy knows this offense like the back of his hand, and when he is protected and upright in that pocket, he is absolutely deadly at delivering the ball at the space and on time where it's supposed to be. So when insulated like that, he is going to dissect teams, and obviously the Miami Dolphins were not getting to him today, and he was just clinically erasing them all over the field. So you love to hear this offense, I don't want to say bounce back, but you love to hear a good day out of this offense because the defense has kind of been showing them up so far in training camp, but they went out there and they put their nuts all over the Dolphins.
Absolutely. I think we got a video on that too. The offense having a good day. Or
white people again says couldn't throw deep hours ago. Yeah, that's not his strength. Throwing deep down the field is not his strength, as you would notice by him being 31st in air yards and first in yards after catch from his receivers. But it's okay because you don't ask him to do that.
Yeah, I don't get that whole.
It's just people are on their knees and they can't do anything else. It's ridiculous.
He obviously could be very, very, very good without having the deep ball.
Yeah, you don't need it.
We don't need, just like relax, guys.
I think the biggest thing about St. Brown as well is with everything new going around Jared Goff with the offensive line, with Ben Johnson not being here, he's going to go back to his roots. He's going to go back to his guy, the guy that he made his rookie season when they got that first victory against Minnesota. The guy that he went to in the biggest spot of the biggest playoff game in Lions history in that first one when they hosted Matt Stafford and the Rams. You guys remember the big play? What did they do? A play that him and St. Brown had practiced 1,000,000 times to get the big first down, to ice the game and not give the ball back to Matt Stafford. I think you're going to see that a lot this season because when Jared Goff obviously doesn't have Ben Johnson and the best offensive line in football anymore.
Amon-Ra St. Brown is the best safety valve a quarterback has ever had in the Detroit Lions ever.
Amon St. Brown.
Like it's like there are different levels to it of like obviously the fuck it, Calvin's up there somewhere and throw it up and Calvin. Amon-Ra St. Brown, knowing where he's going to be, knowing he's going to get open, and knowing he's going to make the catch
where to be open,
every single time. This guy is clinical. Like I said, he is already the third best receiver in the history of the Detroit Lions.
That's what I'm saying.
I love Herman Moore. He's going to be 2 very soon.
The way they do it, like I was literally thinking about that on the way up, was Calvin was different. Like you throw the ball up there and trust your guy. Well, yeah, because he's going to
go up and get it.
He has the catching radius of a 2-car
Amon-Ra
garage.
St. Brown is going to get open.
It's different. You gotta give it up there and give him an opportunity. But JG was doing that, but he was layering it like beautifully behind the goddamn safety in front of the corner, and Amon-Ra just perfectly in between there. Like it looked like it was going to be an interception or just fall flat out of bounds. But the way they just, I don't know, man. Those two guys are in sync, and there was just. Anybody that was talking to Jameson Williams, wide receiver 1 stuff, Jameson Williams is going to have a really, really good season. Jameson Williams is going to get paid off that really, really good season. But there's no doubt in my mind that Amon-Ra St. Brown is the wide receiver 1 in this offense. It's not even – I apologize for even questioning at one point in my life. I don't know.
Him and Goff are like peas and carrots, dude. They like
spaghetti and meatballs.
Like spaghetti and meatballs. It's literally they're so complementary to each other's games.
Yeah.
It is the perfect fit of wide receiver and quarterback.
Yeah, you got the zone killer.
The zone killer
guy,
versus the spot thrower.
intermediate.
Yeah.
Intermediate spot thrower. Yeah.
Because Amon-Ra will find the spot and Goff will put it in the spot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Could we be
right.
seeing just the start? Did we underestimate what the ceiling of St. Brown is? When you think about 2 years ago when he was a first-team All-Pro and got 164 targets, that's a crazy amount.
There's
When
no
he had
underestimating
1,000
St. Brown. He's back-to-back first-team All-Pro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Well,
tough
when
to
we were
know.
talking
Is he
about
getting better, or they
yards-wise,
just like?
Yards and touchdowns-wise, were we underestimating him a little bit? Because with the
Are you saying doing
addition
more?
of J-Mo, yeah, are they going to do more
I
than he
don't-
did 2 years ago?
I don't know.
Probably.
Is
I
that
don't
an
know about that.
overreaction?
I would say
Because there's
so.
more in the offense now. You have Sam
Yeah.
Laporta, you have Jameson Williams, you have Jahmyr Gibbs. Back then it was Amon-Ra St. Brown and DJ Chark. Like, no
2 years-
offense to
2
DJ
years was
Chark.
still Gibbs and 2 years was still Gibbs, Laporta rookie year.
Laporta's rookie year, yeah. It was no Gibbs. Well, Gibbs
Yeah.
phased
J-Mo was
in.
in and out.
When I was
J-Mo
guys a little bit
didn't
more
play
cemented
until
in the
the right-
system,
yeah.
a little more trust with Goff. I'd throw Tim Patrick in there too.
Yeah.
True.
Like the later
Who
half
was
of the
even wide
season,
receiver 3?
like if you notice, Tim Patrick got a lot of touchdowns in the back half of that season. Once him and Goff's like chemistry started to grow a little bit too.
Josh, maybe.
Josh Reynolds, your boy.
It's your boy.
Scott Castle.
Yeah, it's just these guys are.
Amon St. Brown.
We're
Scott Castle.
Amon St. Brown was he was the lead dog in that offense, and now you've got multiple dogs leading the pack. Like at the one point, Amon-Ra St. Brown was the fully developed,
Yeah, dude, I don't know
all
if
pro
Tesla-
already. Now you've got Jameson Williams stepping into what you believe to be a complete wide receiver. You have Jahmyr Gibbs taking a step forward and trying to be an offensive player of the year candidate. Sam Laporta talked about increasing like these. All of these guys are getting so much better, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. I don't want to say he's at his peak right now, but it's just how much better can you get from back-to-back first-team All-Pro? You know?
That's why it's tough to judge. Like, is he getting better or like?
Yeah, it's
whatever
just
it is.
what he is. He's just that good.
And I know we talked about in the beginning of the show, but you talking about the dogs. Like, just like I don't know if Tesla was doing what he had to do to get respect from like the vets and stuff. But, like,
dude,
he got in that guy's face, no helmet. I was like, this guy's fucking nuts.
I think it's a little bit of both.
I think so too.
It's a little bit of
this is what I gotta do, and I'm crazy enough to
You're
do it.
around Dan Campbell all day. That's how he lives. You're around Kelvin Shepard all day. That's how he lives. You saw Tashard Choice, Scotty Montgomery, the mic'd up stuff that they had was hilarious.
Yeah.
Those guys are all alphas and savages. So being around that, you feel like you got to reciprocate that to a
Yeah.
certain level, but also they only draft guys that are like that.
Yeah.
So that's also just who he is
Like
too.
that.
It just brings it out of you being
Chris,
in
I
an
see your
environment
photo
with
on
the rest of
Slack.
them.
Real quick before we go to break, because I do want to put this up there because this catch was just filthy stuff. And again, by Amon-Ra and Jared Goff. Like, Jared Goff just placing that thing wherever he wanted. It was a free for all. Poetry in motion. It was truly beautiful. This is the catch Amon-Ra St. Brown made off the helmet of something Marshall, 33 cornerback for the Miami
his dome
Dolphins.
top, you heard?
Off the dome top. Look at that little.
Yeah, he
that
pinned it.
little
That's, I
space.
saw Nolan Bianchi say he pinned it against his helmet.
Yeah, then ripped it away.
Jeez.
And the ref still called it a touchdown.
He did that in a game, didn't he?
I'm pretty sure he has. Yeah.
Let him cook.
Or it was something like he pinned it against a defender somehow in a game. I remember that. I don't know if it was against his head.
He had one in between his legs one time too. I remember that. All right, but anyway,
He's just so good.
let me
Dude.
tell you, he's so good. He really is.
Hey, 4th round pick.
I feel so foolish for even like let myself think.
I still love what I'm thinking about J-Mo, but yeah, it's Amon-Ra and Jared Goff's fit is just perfect.
Yeah, it's like more than like it's like the chemistry as
It's
well. You know,
just a perfect fit for the play style and for
I mean they've already been doing it together.
Yeah.
that's his guy.
yeah.
That's what I wanted to say is that Amon-Ra is the number one archetype that you need for Jared Goff at quarterback rather than a guy like J-Mo. If a guy like J-Mo is your number one receiver in a Jared Goff offense, he can still obviously get very much use of him, but you won't get the full maximum value of a J-Mo being your true number one receiver if Goff is your true archetype quarterback. So I think Amon-Ra is the perfect hand and glove fit. It's exactly what you need. You go to the Stockton Malone, Jokic Murray, like those just combinations that just fit perfectly.
Spaghetti and meatball.
What's that?
Spaghetti and
Spaghetti
meatball.
and meatball for sure. But I think Amon-Ra and Goff is just exactly what you need. We do got because we're a bit over, so we could probably just stretch it to the next one.
Yeah.
Do you want to just double up on the other two clips we got from Amon-Ra?
I'm down. I want to say one more thing too, real quick about the terms of Jameson Williams as well, like, love J-Mo. Phenomenal route runner. Rubber.
Had a couple drops.
Couple drops today, too.
Yeah.
And last practice as well. It's like that. And Dan Campbell came out and said it. He's probably never going to have, like, those elite hands.
Super elite hands.
Yeah, but they've gotten better. They've for sure gotten better. But these ones were like, you got to catch that, bro. Touchdowns where he dusted the guy. And, yeah. So what are you going to do? Go to break? You want to carry on these videos?
How much time have we got left?
We got 6 minutes.
I was thinking we could do the Taylor Decker video because that's kind of more about the offense. Because the other the Amon-Ra one is
I got one
about
him
Tesla.
talking about the
and we got one of the offense getting dominated.
let's play that one.
The offense getting dominated.
That's the
Offense
quote.
having a good day, needing a good day after being dominated. Go ahead and run that one up.
Yeah.
All right.
Like this, do you feel like seeing another team with how camp's gone so far? Did you guys need a day like this?
I think so. Like I said, we got a pretty good defense, a tough defense. Going up against them every day, it's tough. Like I said, you're going against the same team. They're getting used to our concepts, how we do things. I mean, we've been pretty much the same team for the past few years. So Shep's dialing up, but to go against a different defense, it's refreshing, something new. I mean, we're going to be going against different guys all year, so we got to get used to it now. But it's always fun to go against, like I said, different guys, compete, see different defenses, maybe defenses we haven't seen. We got to adjust too, so it's a lot of fun.
And that's like very, very true too. Like, you could be the better player and better offense, but like a guy you're going against every single day knows your tendencies.
Yeah,
he knows your offensive playbook. Mm-hmm. He knows certain formations, certain motions. He knows, like, hey, okay.
They watch film.
Yeah, he's probably running a circus route right here. I'm going to get ahead of this and stand right here and make a play on the ball. And that could have been the case with Detroit Lions because Johnny Moe is running the same offense that Ben Johnson has, and Kelvin Shepard has been there longer. Mm-hmm. Like, Kelvin Shepard may have a better understanding of that offense than Johnny Moe at this point because he's been there just as long. So to see both sides of the ball, offense and defense, have the kind of day they did against the Miami Dolphins, I mean, it's a really, really good sign for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
If you had any questions, not that I had any.
Yeah, I have so much faith and belief in this defense. If these guys stay healthy, I think it's going to be one of the best units we've ever seen for the Detroit Lions. And they're just the depth they have in their secondary, the depth they have in the linebacking core, and when everybody's healthy on the defensive line as well is just they have a bounty of riches when it comes to players and playmakers. And this defense is going to be so good, but it's good to hear about the offense because Miami does not have a good defense. And unfortunately, Chop Robinson went down in this practice. And was he stretchered off or was he carted off? I think it said he was carted off.
I think he got carted off, but I don't think it was like a super injury situation. Just like we're not going to have you walk on this type of situation.
And I know some people were...
He already said he's fine.
Yeah, some trolls were talking about Penei Sewell because they've seen him, Hutch has been working him a little bit so far in camp.
Penei was working Chop.
4 for 4 absolute stonewalls on Chop Robinson all in a row in individual reps where it's much easier for the defensive lineman to win. Penei Sewell's just fine.
Yeah, he housed him twice. Giovanni Manu had a good rep against him as well. I completely forgot to shout out my guy Mike for even having me out today at camp. Shout out my guy Mike Hutch Jr. on Twitter. Make sure you guys go give him a follow. Appreciate having me out of practice. Me and Spinny will probably both going to try to be there tomorrow. What are we doing with the meeting situation?
I'm not going to camp tomorrow.
Why?
Because I have too much to do here.
We'll talk about it during the break.
Ryan Lentz isn't going to be here tomorrow. I can't go to camp tomorrow.
Oof. Yeah, Penei Sewell locking down Chop Robinson. And are we going to do a segment on Tesla, or do you want to play that video right now?
We can just play the video right now, or do you? Let's save it. Let's play the
Okay.
Taylor Decker video about the offense.
All right.
And this is because this is pretty much the same vibe that we've been going, and then we'll just cut this. This is from Brad Galley. This is Taylor Decker, kind of same vibe as Amon-Ra talking about the offense. Feels good to be back.
Evaluation. I know you always want to watch the film, but just first impressions of how you guys look today.
I mean, it felt good.
Yeah.
It didn't. You can usually get a general vibe of how it went out there. The ball security still wasn't there. That's something we've been preaching. We still need to do better at that. But overall, the execution of the offense, the physicality, the finish, it seemed like it was there.
Is this the best it's felt since training camp started?
I would say so. One thing, I mean, we have a really good defense that we practice against, so, you know, the yards are going to be tough to come by. And then you get a new opponent, and just with the way that we practice and the tempo that we practice at, we play that way, so when we get in games, it's harder for other people to keep up. And I think that pays dividends. You know, it's hard on you as a player. You got to recover, you got to take care of yourself. But when it goes to playing against other teams, I think it pays dividends.
The best it's ever looked throughout this training camp. And it's also the first time the first team has gone against another defense. I had to tell you a little something about that defense and what they're shaping up to be. Real quick, I want to shout out to Kings Gambit 81. Could we have the Offensive Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year? Super chat. I think so.
I don't think
If
it's
you
crazy.
parlay them odds.
I don't think that's crazy.
I think if you did Hutch and Gibbs,
I mean, it would be crazy, but I don't think it's that crazy.
I
happen?
already got a future on Gibbs Offensive Player of the Year.
I already got a future on Hutch, Defensive Player of the Year.
Same. Hutch is getting it for sure. I think Gibbs is. Yeah, I'd parlay that. I'd like to see those odds.
He led the league in touchdowns last year.
Who?
Gibbs.
Yeah.
I think it's all about the step back from Monty. If you guys are expecting one,
I'm not.
then I don't know if you think he'll get enough touches. Gibbs.
I think so.
Yeah, I think just
I don't think.
the
Step
passing
back.
game-
Do you mean like Monty not as good anymore?
No,
he's
not
less
as
usage.
good. It's less usage with a
I
step
think
back.
Gibbs will have more usage than he did last year.
Yeah, I think
I think it's impossible.
when
to
they ran
not
the
give
first
him-
scrimmage a couple weeks back, it was Gibbs starting. Usually it's Monty in those situations. And you get why, too. You want to establish, like,
Fuck that.
the pace of the game, punch him in the mouth a little bit. And I wouldn't be mad if they continue to do that this year, but I think Gibbs is going to see a lot more touches because he's just a home run hitter.
And the passing game, he is definitely developing more. And you know what establishes the pace of a game? A 60-yard rushing touchdown.
Like,
I love
I
Monty.
still foresee short yard situations and
Yes.
goal line situations going to Dave Montgomery because he's a fucking hoss.
I want Gibbs getting the vast majority of the carries between the 20s.
Dude, Monty had a couple receiving reps, too. I didn't-
Monty's a good pass catcher.
I wasn't familiar with his game.
Yeah, he's a
Little-
good pass
little
catcher.
over the head, yeah.
Remember that play against Witherspoon was on the reception.
Yeah, it was.